We have one of my absolute favorite videos coming today. This is going to be a live fitting, but it's with a player that has so much potential. Mason Greene from Good is here at the Kingdom. Last time we brought him to the channel, you guys lapped it up because of his power, because of his ability. He's put so much work in with Dana Dahlquist on his swing. He's changed his club path. He's changed his delivery. If you don't understand what I'm saying to you, please keep up. There is a lot going on in this video. This is as close to tour level inside fitting that I can bring you. Mason has committed himself to go down to Latin America to play a bunch of Monday qualifiers. It's a tough thing to do. So we're shackled somewhat in the boundaries and the perimeters that you work between as a tour fitter. Keep on that. Look at how we work with the mini driver. Look at how we get the golf ball dialed for the driver. I have to know where things are with a player like this before I go and make changes. Your fitter needs to be doing the same for your game. Look at the ball count, how many balls we hit. He's carrying a bit of an injury. We don't rush between shot to shot. You saw it in the Tommy Fleetwood video when he fit me. Occasionally we want you to hit an iron before we dive back into what we're doing. I love this type of content. I hope you do too. I didn't give it the full talking to the camera YouTube vibe, because I've got to stay switched on, I've got to stay focused to make this right for the player. I hope you like it. Be sure to hit subscribe. We'll get back to you with any questions that you put down in the comments. This is a great video. Stay to the end and enjoy every second of this. Lastly, good luck to Mason down in Latin America. Get it done, mate. All business. Play your game, and we'll see you back on the channel next time. 9-9. So this one, you want 160?
Like mid 60s, yeah, 65, 66.
Okay, so a low in the blade shot, that falls in line with what we've seen. If I normalize it, 58. So that will be right. I think we're into a hair of breeze here, you know.
Okay. That was flush. That would probably be pretty normal.
55, adjusted 68. Okay, good. No more. You said 230, 228, adjusted. It's good. Don't think we need another one. 3 iron. 240. We could crank it stronger again, you know. I'm going to get you the UDI in a minute. I don't think you're going to like the look of it as much.
Yeah. I like the top line on this.
Yeah. Yardage wise, I think this can go stronger again.
Okay.
I'm gonna go one stronger. Okay. All right, so let's see, let's just have a look at this one. Apex 84. So we probably want to bring it down to like 75.
The 3 iron?
Yeah, I don't think we want to go, but don't you do it, let the club do it.
Hey, a little
good.
Heavy.
Little what, toey?
Just like a little bit heavy. It's probably like a groove.
And still 3100 spin, so good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I do too, considering you're a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
And it had the apex you need.
Yep.
That'll spin less for your little flary one to the right. 3600, 81 feet. And then that number that you can see on there, that's the actual 252. I think it's good. So that'll be interesting to see club path, 2.6 right.
What does that mean?
2.6 right, down 5. That breeze is off the right, you know.
Yeah.
I think what was up with that?
I just felt a little bit weird.
I
hit it well.
Only launched at 5, that. I think that was you trying to...
Hit down a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get one more, just a little bit.
Yeah, do that. I'm going to get you a 2 iron. Just for testing, shaft-wise, this is the closest thing I got in there. I'd go heavier than this.
Okay.
So this is an 85X, good lie angle, awesome. 18 loft.
Like, that's the fairway finder.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 270 fairway finder. It's money. Down 5, 0.9 to the right. It's so good. That's what we were after.
A little better than 7 left.
That's what we were after, 61 apex.
Yeah.
So that's, and I can get you a slightly heavier shaft than that.
Okay.
But maybe graphite is good with the wrist.
Yeah, I don't mind this feeling at all.
But that's what I would be worried about. And you obviously hate that.
I was just trying to
cover it more.
Hit that number 1 window. I like that. Oh, this is the UDI.
Yeah.
I do like how this feels.
So I'm going with that to give you a bit more launch.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is launching really low as it is.
Yeah.
So if I give you the P770, it might not launch as much as that.
Yeah. And the top line's not as bad as the, I remember I didn't like the Stealth UDI.
Yeah.
It was a little thick for me.
Yeah. So that's, I know overall weight, but it's probably
Only 2,400 spin on these. 6.6 is that launch. So it's low.
But even the turbo rack, this is better than what.
I mean, I don't know what that is.
So I think you correct that slight wild with a bit more weight in that, and we go 105 rather than the 85.
Yeah.
Because I think steel might just be too much. This is a very course specific club.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels different.
Right, let me grab a 5 wood. So here is an interesting option for you.
I just see so many guys going to like 5 woods, 7 woods, especially when they're like, you know, different types of conditions.
100%.
So I feel like it couldn't hurt to have it to try.
Now this club you're hitting though is a 4 wood.
Oh, this is a 4?
That's a heavy shaft and it's bent stronger.
Okay. And the 3 wood in the past for me was just way too hot. Like I didn't have any use to hit a club 320 yards.
Exactly. So I'm hoping this, how far were you hitting that? Mid 299, 300. So I hope this is like 280 is what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, it's definitely weird going back to the small grips now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much bigger those grips were, but they feel a little bit more comfortable.
Well, it might help the wrist too.
Well, that's what I was hoping. I wouldn't flip so much.
I like
about
that.
as
I
good
didn't
as-
like the first one.
It's about as good as I can hit a.
I didn't like the first one, too low. So 272.
That was felt like good spin. Like I could stop.
2600, it's low spin.
That on the green. Oh, that was low.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's quite a low apex.
Okay.
Can you hit this higher?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get.
That spin was up, but I don't think the apex was up.
Just set these back to back.
Is this head a little smaller?
No, yes, but only because it's a 5 wood.
Oh, okay.
See?
I don't know if I was just trying to do that with the 4 wood so it'd go higher.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean that was nice.
Get rid of normalized, that's what it actual. And it's 3600 spin.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Okay.
See, that to me
Oh, that comes off a lot different.
is much more useful than having, only because you carry mini driver.
Yeah.
So
So I don't really need.
3800 spin on that one. Club path 2.3 right. Forward is no use to you unless you want to take the mini driver out. I don't think we should do that. This sits in with the mini driver better.
Okay.
Then you have this.
And then take the 3 iron out? And use
Yes, and take this for windy.
Yeah.
And 3, and you have choices then.
that? Yeah.
You got to be able to cut this up though and get like 4,000
Would you ever
spin.
take the mini out and then do 5 with 3 iron? Or 2 iron, 3
and
iron?
then what I would do is let's do it. I would go like this. I'd take the loft sleeve all the way down to lower.
Okay.
Now we make these on tour bonded for where you're going,
Yeah.
not worth it. You want to have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
So now you've got a 3HL and a 4 wood and a 5 wood.
Okay. Pretty good right there.
Okay, good. So 8.4 launch,
Brought the spin down like 600.
3200, which is what I would like out of a 5
Yeah.
wood that's bent stronger.
Yeah, that felt good.
This shaft is stronger than what you play in your other stuff as well,
Okay.
because you've got more loft. Lighter shaft, that goes more left.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I mean,
Well,
a little heavy.
It's
in
on the
play.
golf course for your speed.
Yeah.
But the numbers are doing what it should do.
Yeah.
Just looks like you got a little underneath it.
Yeah. It's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Well, that's the first
And
bad one we've seen, and it's not dead.
Yeah.
But that, with that amount of spin, is holding a firm tournament green on
Yeah.
a second shot on
Yeah,
a really
for
long
sure.
par 5.
Yeah, I like the feeling of that.
Your attack angle's only down 3. You try and get one where you get down 5 on it,
Okay.
because that's never going to go left.
Yeah.
That was good. And that was the tack angle down 3. Club, I like.
Down 3?
Down 3.
I took a divot.
Yeah, that's good. That's what it should be. Down 3 and then path minus 1.4.
Okay.
And that's where I think the 5 wood, that length, that weight shaft is useful.
Yeah.
So 5 wood, 2 iron, heavier shaft. I'll look for something in a minute.
Okay.
I don't see the point in a 3 wood if you're going to go another mini driver.
I don't like 3 woods anyway.
We'll just make you a fresh mini driver. That's easy.
Yeah, I like
apples for apples.
minis.
My question would be on the mini, do you want to stick with the same shaft or do you want me to get you?
I've never tried any other shafts. I had a 5 wood that you made, or no, you didn't make for me, that Halsey or Andrew sent me.
Yep.
I was playing with Jake Knapp like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And he just put his 5 wood shaft in his mini, and it was unbelievable. So I just did the same thing, and
so that's a 5 wood shaft for you?
That's a 5 wood shaft.
Okay, good. So I wanted just to make sure that was shorter. So we maybe do need to trim the driver a little bit,
okay,
which we can do. I'll go and look for a mini and see what we've got in there that might work.
Okay.
I'll look for a fresh one of these two. So working through the gears here. First thing we've done with Mason, check that 9 iron, check that pitching wedge. We adjusted them in there before, so check they're right, get the player warmed up. Obviously a slight wrist niggle going to tournament golf. I don't want too many balls. Hence also why I think you're not hitting down on it as much as normal. But I need to see that when you hit down and you go left, you can't lose the 5 wood to the left, which we've done that. This is a 4 wood, 3HL, old money 4 wood and a 5 wood. I basically wanted the shafts to be shorter. That was just confirmed by this one and the Jake Knapp story being shorter again. I'm now gonna go and look for a mini driver in the new stuff. I'd like to get everything uniform, but I do know you like this golf shaft. No issue with it. I would just
it's the only one I've ever tried. So.
Yeah, and I'd like everything to be the same and then weight graded. Now with questions offline about 6X, 7X, 8X, I like 8 because you want to go shorter. I hate seeing left. I feel like you don't like it either.
I don't like it at all.
Heavy weight is better, hence why that needs to go 105. If I have it in there to test it, otherwise it'll be build up and try to go. The one thing I don't love about this is we're using conventionals versus mid-size. Yeah. I'd love a mid-size, but I don't want to waste time re-gripping and letting it dry. That's the only reason.
I can get a good enough idea.
Stuff what we were seeing with
Do you know what I also think? I also think you don't need to get wavered by what other people are doing in terms of shafts.
Yeah.
Because I think you've got so much talent and so much speed. Like you should be doing what Brooks is doing, and not what these other players are doing. You've got that amount of speed. Brooks and Rory basically.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to the other players, but they just don't have this speed.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. Yeah, I want it to be low.
Okay. That's on you. That's your fingerprint.
Yeah.
It's low.
Because when I'm missing driver, like I can.
This is your club.
Like this is what I know I can get in play.
And if you're asking me, based on what you've just said, I'd stick with the Diamana. I would just make a complete copy because it sounds like this club is very important to you.
It is.
So why we're wasting time?
Okay.
Like let's not even go there. My worry is just wearing this out, and that's why I'm going to get you a fresh one.
I think I've hit that more than most people in 2 years, 2 years straight.
The other thing you can do is you can easily flip these around if it gets windy. Pop that up there.
I didn't even know they had that, to be honest.
That's 13 grams versus 1.5.
Learn something new every day.
So this will come out flatter again. I don't love it because the thing is already flat enough.
Yeah.
But I feel like you love seeing the ball low.
Yeah.
Have you played golf with Rory or been around him yet?
Well, I watched him hit on the range at Genesis, and like I could not believe it.
It's crazy. He is 5 degrees up on driver.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whereas Garcia would be 2 down.
Yeah.
And you're talking about 2 of the best drivers of the golf ball.
Yeah.
So 2 polar opposites. I keep doing this with you not because of social media, because I think that you've got it. Yeah. You've got it. People don't hit golf shots like that. You know? And that's your leaky one.
Yeah, that's lower.
And that's lower spin.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel good about this though.
Yeah, let's put it back to where you like it so we don't forget to do that.
Okay.
The one thing that you need to happen in your life, you need to get a card. It's not about, it's about once you get a card, then you've got a place to play. Okay, so we've just grabbed the LS QI35. We've put Mason's Gamer in there due to the mid-size grip, and the length was the same. Measuring the shell weights, both exactly the same, 196 grams. I've also got you set up with the weight at the back, slightly different to this one. But
you put some hot melt in that heel as well.
Okay, good to know. Lie angles are slightly different here. So if hot melt went in the heel of this lie angle's quite flat. That's great to know because this lie angle's 1 degree more upright than this one. Hot melt's brilliant, but when you put it in, there's an element you can't see where it's going.
Yeah.
So for me to exactly duplicate this, you know, it's all a bit of feel as well.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's gone back left, but let's see. So with this change in path, you're getting the odd drawy one now?
Yeah, like that. Less than 2,000 spin is probably not ideal.
No.
Like I hit it fine, I'd be fine with that in a tournament.
Yep.
But like when I miss in that sort of way and it goes down to 14 and then it's diving.
So do you know where that puts us? It could be TP5 golf ball.
That's what I was thinking when I texted you that.
Which you said you prefer the feel of around the greens.
It feels so, yeah, with wedges and everything.
Okay, let's grab a TP5. So TP5 golf ball, slightly softer, more spin.
So this gets me winning the players like Rory's switch.
He switched to Pebble.
Yeah.
And he won that too.
That was kind of
Yeah.
And,
Now,
Because I always,
just be conscious that we're hitting into wind. So that was 2,900. Did you catch that out the bottom?
No, I was square.
I feel like I'm
I know we have a good
Toe banger?
Yeah.
I'm trying, trust me.
That's good there.
But then, like, my action doesn't.
Looks a bit domey, but it's good.
Flew over the bushes.
Look domey, yeah. 16.
Yeah.
But that was, I like the look of that. I think the breeze made it look more spin.
I know where we trust me on the bill.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely feels different than the X.
Well, don't worry yet. It's a good spin number. Let's get you going a bit further left as well. Go for the left white marker.
Yep. And again, so quit hitting this at par 5 unless there's nothing in front of me.
Put that down as well. Help you with alignment. You're aiming a little left and then you're pulling them a bit. Your club path's going a bit left. Did you neck that or was that good?
That was good.
I don't like that spin rate. If that was a good hit.
Just a bummer. Like I like how soft this feels with everything except for driver.
Maybe pull back on this.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hit it better than that.
We're talking 200-300 too much. Flip that club up the other way. I can fit you for this golf ball. I've just got to take these weights and put them up here. We haven't done that yet. So if you love this golf ball, I can get you in it from there for sure.
Okay. Because I really like the ball around the greens.
So
and
why
with wedges.
don't, before you go X, let me throw some heavier weights in the front, because that's good enough, and that's good enough for me to get you in this ball from
Okay.
here. So we're just going to hit a couple 7-irons to get back into the rhythm before we get going. Also TP5 golf ball. If this overspins, I can then bend the loft on the irons. Don't think I'll need to. So you see how that's climbing?
Yeah, is that just the wind?
It's wind, but it's also the fact that you've got a golf ball, hit the X, a golf ball that is, so the wind is what's making that look like it's climbing.
Okay. Because I feel like I'm hitting it pretty well.
Testing I've done so far, that's what I've not seen an issue.
The spin?
Any of it.
Yeah.
But
I haven't.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, you're making me nervous. But those spin numbers are very acceptable. The difference between 7,000 and 6,200, 6,250 at your speed, minute.
Okay.
But the other thing is as well, which you're overlooking and then you're getting hypercritical, look at all the shit on the face. All this makes a difference.
Yeah.
And let's get a towel as well here. What are you doing? I mean, look at the state of this thing.
You still want the cut?
Yeah.
Fall in love with this driver.
Good or heavy?
Yeah, I guess it was a little heavy.
I think it was heavy.
The club for me, like I bow, it goes under, and then I turn. And I either hit the draw by like doing that,
Yeah.
or I hit the cut by doing that, and like this all
Yeah.
spins out. Like that's what I'm working on with Dana.
Yeah.
And it's obviously not great right now, but
And what's been the differences of the spin rates as a result of what you're doing?
well, they've come way down, which makes sense. But I
It makes sense as to why I mean, that's an X now.
Yeah.
It makes sense as to why we're talking about going into this.
yeah, I think when I do fix that though, like I think the spin will come back up.
I think you have to understand how good you are. That's the one thing that always shines away when I'm around you. I'm like, and these little things you're talking about, and I love Dana, but it's like we could go down a path of like technique, It's so good. Look at the result of it. One shot today that would have put you in the left rough. There's a couple of leak rights, but you can live with leak right at your speed. That 5 wood, it's the only one that's been like, if there's water left or something, that's the only one that I've seen that's a problem.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have hit it if there was water left anyway.
No.
Like, my job's to make sure your clubs are bang on.
Okay.
And I think
it
you
feels
can
good.
get away with this ball if you want to play 5. I think it'll land softer on harder greens. I think it'll apex higher. And I mean, if these are the spin rates we're seeing, you've got plenty of room to play the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, Colin would be spinning it 1,200 more than that.
Yeah.
But it's squeezed, it's trappy.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be worrying about where he is here and that. Long term, you have the ability to play either ball.
Okay.
My biggest concern is you've got a week and a half.
Should I just stick to what I'm comfortable with then, especially
If you're
like
asking me,
distance
yes.
control wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's set up for a TP5 golf ball.
Okay.
With these weights at the front. And
Do you want
then
me to hit a few of these?
hit a TP5, but I think you'll see it come out with good spin numbers. There you go, mate.
There you go.
Mate, look at this. This is absolute cash. I want you to swing a bit more left on this and put the mini swing on it. This is your old swing. So that's the mini. And then all of a sudden the mini's pointless. Why does someone who has a ball speed of, you have a club speed of 124, this is good by the way for that golf ball.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You have a club speed of 124, why do you need a mini? What golf course on the world is long enough for you to have a mini?
Confidence.
But I think the lack of driver thing, I think if we cut ½ inch off, which I've got another shaft I can give you, but you'll have to take some heavier weights to get the swing rate up. I think the mini, if I was with you every week on tour, the mini would be gone by Augusta.
And you'd throw like a 5 wood in there?
I'd throw, maybe I'd work a bit more on that 4HL.
Yeah. If I could just hit that, I mean, I wouldn't need a mini.
Exactly. I mean, you've hit 2 bad shots in 61 balls. It's good.
Yeah, that was money. I could live with that.
I think we need to make the adult decision though and stick on the TP5X.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the right decision to
Yeah.
make. So let's put the weights back for this, get the X ball out, and then we're done.
Okay.
Okay? That's the right decision for the moment of the year.
And then come back, maybe try that configuration.
100%.
Can I
You're going to leave with these weights.
Okay.
Now we know where the weights are. I'll put in the TP5X setup. Your job's a good one. The other thing, I'll build you a golf shaft that's a hair shorter than this.
For the driver?
As you move forward, if you want to get off of the mini.
Okay.
But chances are you're going to go down, you're going to get a card. Don't take the mini out this year.
Yeah.
You can get away with it because you feel like it's in control with the speed you've got. Again, if long term, I'd want to see it higher.
Okay. You want me to try and...
No,
if I
I
try
don't
one
want you
more?
trying to do anything. I think it's good. I'm not messing around anymore with that. You got to dance with the girl you brought, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a tournament coming up here.
You got a lot of good one-liners.
We haven't even scratched the surface yet. Wait until we get to 1 million subscribers. It's closer to a tour flight.
That high?
I'd say higher. Mate, Rory McIlroy's 140 feet apex.
What's mine?
That's your highest one at 140.
So he averages that?
And that was normalised, you're 130. He easily averages that. I mean, those drives down Pebble were 190 feet, weren't they, on that par 5? Like, I like seeing it like that.
Well, that's why I'm so shocked that you want me to hit it so high.
But I feel like I'm with a European Tour player when I watch you hit it. We've had it before, it's Martin Keimer. When Martin Keimer was 24.
I just love seeing Shane Lowry hit his little...
Shane hits it high.
Yeah,
But
his hands are ridiculous.
Keimer is the same build as you, the same height, the same mannerisms. You're very similar to him, and I worked with him when he was your age.
Yeah.
And it's very, very similar. And he got to world #1. That's why I'm saying to you, you don't need to do all this. You can get to world #1 doing what you're doing. It's not much difference. It's all scoring. It's all that. This is all fun. The truth is, you need to go away and play with the 13 in the back, the 3 at the front, the TP5X golf ball. You need to get a card.
Okay.
Get on the show. Because then the show's over, you know what I mean? But right now you got to get a card. And then the mini won't be in your future.
If I did that every single time, that would be the goal.
If you did that every single time, then yeah, you'd have a couple of Lamborghinis and a house in Florida. No problem. And then that one, will be similar delivery, but hit out the top of the blade.
Yeah.
And that's the one that the driver's designed to give you distance.
That's crazy.
So yeah, look how far that's gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm done. I like it. You can hit balls as much as
I'm
you
just
want.
gonna go after one and then I'm done.
You do what you want. But I mean, that's Gucci.